Hey gang, welcome to our Valentine's version of Wisdom Wednesday. We have a great episode today. I wanted to start off first introducing you to our awesome hygiene team. We have Kara, who's been with us for a while. Actually, she's been with me nearly 15 years, first as a dental assistant and then went to hygiene school in San Antonio and came back and said, am I going to have to wait for somebody to die or retire before I can get a job back in your office? And nobody died or retired, but one of my hygienists left to go to work with her new boyfriend slash fiance, who is a dentist, and so made room for Kara. So she's been back for
2 years.
2 years now. She is awesome. Alicia joined us at the beginning of the year via Houston. She just moved in. And then Kara, we had one more opening in the hygiene department, and Kara got in touch with Gio, short for Giovanni, and they were best friends in hygiene school while they were in San Antonio 5 years ago, and she recruited him to move to Austin. It wasn't that tough of a sell, except he really was entrenched in San Antonio, but he just started on Monday. They're an awesome team. Great hygiene group. If you haven't known, what we're going to talk about today in our scientific portion is about how cleanings and keeping your periodontal health in good shape can actually help you prevent COVID infections or certainly reduce the severity. So come see these three awesome hygienists, and we're back up full running in the hygiene department and trying to catch up with the demand that was created by everybody being shut down. So
we can't wait to see you. Come get your teeth cleaned.
Super excited to be here. Can't wait to see y'all.
Come visit us.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
And I appreciate y'all hanging around to be part of Wisdom Wednesday. So as I mentioned, now I can social distance. I forgot I've got my Valentine's, whatever you want to call it, headband. And remember, compliments of your local dental society. Please buy chocolate and give to your sweetie for Valentine's Day, which is coming up on Sunday. Unfortunately, in Texas, we're going to have a little inclement weather maybe there. And reports are saying it could be 15 degrees on Sunday. It could be 9 degrees, one of the extreme ones was. Or for all we know, it could be 50 degrees that day. But in any event, be safe out there, stay warm. And just kidding about the chocolates. No, not really. Go ahead and do it. Just brush afterwards or floss. But it is an awesome holiday. And then it's followed up by Easter with all the chocolate-covered Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies and stuff. So, somebody up there was trying to take care of us dentists and make sure that we recover from this pandemic shutdown. What I wanted to talk to you about today, it seems like stuff's just been falling off the internet about how gum disease is affected or linked with severity of COVID infections. We've heard all kinds of stuff in the last 9 months to a year about blood types and lung problems and comorbidities. I'm so sick of that word. But now, just 10 months in, we're starting to see a lot of evidence that one of the articles I looked at this week said there is a link between COVID severity and liver enzyme function, that they found that the people that got the most severe forms of COVID, and some of them were hospitalized or succumbed to it and actually died, they are finding that their livers were severely affected, which everybody initially thought it was a respiratory disease. But now they're finding that they're somehow, when COVID starts taking over your body, that it affects in some people, and this is the crazy thing about this virus, it doesn't affect everybody the same way, but in some people, it decreased their liver's ability to create antioxidants in their system, so their the cancer-causing things in the bodies were able to run amok because of the antioxidants' inability to get in the body and help your immune system. So indirectly, it affected the immune system. Same thing with periodontal disease. They are now just starting to publish studies of people that were hospitalized and later recovered, that the more severe case of COVID they had, the worse their periodontal situation tended to be. And that came from University of Birmingham in England, where they know a little bit about gum disease and periodontal situations, because England's not known for having the greatest healthcare system or the greatest dental care system. Most of it is nationalized healthcare. And an addendum to that article said that the nationalized dentists, the ones that are on the nationalized plans, have been so overrun that they're telling people it's going to be 2 to 3 months before they can see them, even if they've got a toothache. So people are resorting to do-it-yourself remedies that they're finding on YouTube to get their problems taken care of, because they can't get in to see a dentist in the UK. Some of them are still shut down because, as you may have read, they had another variant hit and they're having a second wave, so they went through all the shutdowns again. A lot of businesses are shut down, including dentists that are just afraid to come to work. So those are things that we haven't really experienced in the U.S., and I think the American Dental Association finally woke up from their hibernation during this pandemic shutdown and realized the way to deal with this is not to shut down every dental office in the United States for 2 months, that they should have kept us open. We are an essential business, and that getting your teeth cleaned may seem innocuous enough, and it is if you're healthy. But if you're the least bit unhealthy or have inflamed or bleeding gums, you just raised your potential for having a severe COVID infection by like 9 times, according to this Birmingham, University of Birmingham study in UK. So come in, get your teeth cleaned. We just introduced you to our 3 awesome hygienists. They're available. We're booking about, a week in advance right now. Once in a while, especially when we have bad weather like it's coming up, we can get you in 2 or 3 days, because people are calling and canceling their appointments. So we're running a safe environment. We're still doing all the same COVID protocols that we were doing back in June, 1 person at a time through the front door. We're taking digital temperatures on everybody. We send a questionnaire out the night before with 7 key questions about: have you been around anybody that's been exposed? Have you had a cough, a runny nose, high fever? And are you feeling sick in general? All those kind of things. There's no reason to come to the dental office if you don't feel well. So we're a safe environment, because the only people that are coming in here are people that feel just fine. And we've had no issues with COVID outbreaks. Nationwide, dental offices, less than 1% of dental personnel have tested positive for COVID. So it tells me we were doing something right even before all this shut down, and it was totally unnecessary to shut down dental offices. So we're an essential business now, at least in our minds. So come on in, get your teeth cleaned, take care of your periodontal health. If you see any bleeding of your gums, we'll make sure we have a safe environment here. But we'd love to see you and help you out. And so stay safe out there. My health tip for the day, I always give a health tip. It is, and I meant to do it last week, it is change the head on your toothbrush. If you've got an electric toothbrush, take a look at it. If the bristles are out like that instead of vertical like this, it's time to change your toothbrush head. I just changed mine after about 2 months last week, and it's like, whoa, this feels like a whole new toothbrush. If you're still doing it the old way, the manual way, take a look at your toothbrush. If any of the bristles are aimed towards the wall on either side of the room, then you might want to consider getting a new toothbrush out. If you notice a significant change in the way it feels, you were overdue for changing out your toothbrush. So give that some thought. Stay healthy, stay safe out there. And if you're in Austin, stay warm this weekend. I'll see you next Wednesday for another version of Wisdom Wednesday.